Okay,
I'm trying it on my phone. See if you guys can hear me.
Let's see if it works.
We'll see.
Okay.
It's even worse?
I said, well, we'll see if it works.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see the. Ready for the quiz here? All right. So, says question 1 is the price level is a what variable?
I got D.
Yeah, I said D too.
Okay. Question 2. In order to maintain stable prices, a central bank must what?
I got C.
That's what I got as well.
Hello. Yeah, I got C.
Cool. Moving right along. Open market purchases by the Fed make the money supply what? I got B.
Yeah, I said B.
Yep.
Nice. Let's hope they all just go like this.
I know.
Question 4. From the early 1980s through the 1990s, the nominal interest rate what?
I said A.
That's what I got too.
I got A.
Sweet. Okay, question 5. Which of the following are U.S. taxpayers allowed to adjust for inflation for the purpose of income taxes?
I got D.
I didn't know that one.
You what?
I didn't know that one. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that one either.
Did you read that, Tanner?
Yeah, I found somewhere that it said that. Yeah, neither of those were
Okay.
allowed.
Did you say B or D?
D as in dog.
Okay.
Okay. Works for me. I mean, it makes sense that you can't adjust for inflation if you're paying taxes on stuff. So. Question
Right.
6. On the graph, MS represents the money supply and MD represents money demand. The usual quantities are measured along the axes. So which of the following events would explain a shift of the money supply curve from MS1 to MS2?
I got C.
Yeah, same.
That's what I got too. Increase the money supply, so that decreases the value of money. Cool. Question 7. Suppose the United States unexpectedly decided to pay off its debt by printing new money. Which of the following would happen?
I got D.
That's what I got too.
D.
Nice, guys. I like this.
Me too.
Question 8. If the real interest rate is 6% and the price level is falling at a rate of 2%, what is the nominal interest rate?
I got A.
Me too.
What's the formula for that again?
So real interest rate minus the.
Okay, I think I did plus because I had 8, so I must have just.
Well, it is plus, but because it's falling, it's a negative number. So it's 6 plus negative 2, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that does make sense.
Okay, I didn't know that, so thank you, Tanner.
Yeah, because it's nominal is real plus inflation, right?
Yes. You're right. So
That's how I
plus
got
a negative 2 equals 4. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right, question 9. If the CPI rises, the number of dollars needed to buy a representative basket of good, what? I got B.
Yeah,
Yep.
me too.
Cool.
Nice.
Almost halfway done, guys. The evidence from hyperinflations indicate that money growth and inflation, what?
I got A.
Yeah, that's what I got too, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, number 11. If M equals 2,000, P equals 2.25, and Y equals 6,000, what is velocity? And I got A.
Yep.
Yep, me too.
Cool. You remember the formula is P times Y divided by M. So, which of the following is not correct? It's number 12. And I got B.
Hold on, let me find it.
I got B
That's what I got.
as in boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said B.
Yeah, B as in boy.
Yep.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Question 13. During the last tax year, you lent money at a nominal interest rate of 6%. Actual inflation was 1%, but people had been expecting 1.5%. This difference between actual and expected inflation, what? I got C.
I got A.
I didn't answer this one.
Let me tell you why I got C. So, if you lend out money and the nominal rate is 6%, that's whatever, and then actual inflation was 1% when you're expecting it to be 1.5. That means that inflation is lower, so the person that is getting money gets more money, or they have better buying power. So, but I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sold on C, so
Right. No,
my
that makes
reason.
sense. I'm just trying to remember why I thought it was A. Because I originally thought it was C, and then something made me change my mind to A. But
Well, if you read something and you think it's A, that's
no, I'm not sold on it. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, C makes sense. So why don't we try that and then we can go from there.
Okay, we can come back to it. Okay, question 14. People go to the bank more frequently to reduce current holdings when inflation is high. The sacrifice of time and convenience that is involved in doing that is referred to as what?
I said B.
You said B?
What did you have?
I had C.
I was stuck between B and C. I put B, but I'm not confident in it.
Find it again.
I think what it is that the actual cost would be B, but I think the sacrifice of time and convenience is the shoe leather cost. So I think that it's kind of a trick question, and the actual answer is C, but I'm not positive.
We can try that.
Because just like looking up the definition of a shoe leather cost, it's the cost of time and effort that people expend by holding less cash in order to reduce the inflation tax that they pay on cash holdings.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was shoe leather cost.
Yeah. So I think like I said, B be the actual cost, and C is just the time and like the opportunity cost of it.
All right.
Okay, so you want to go with C then?
Yeah.
Is that okay, Ivy?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 15, under the assumptions of the Fisher effect and monetary neutrality, if the money supply growth rate falls, then what?
I think I said C.
I said C.
What did I say? Yeah, I had C too. So C?
Yeah.
Okay. Question 16. Indexing the tax system to take into account the effects of inflation would, by itself,
I got A.
Yeah, me too.
okay. Thank you. Number 17. When Haley states that inflation by itself always reduces the real return on her savings, she what? I put C.
Me too.
Yep.
Cool. Number 18, Marta lends money at a fixed interest rate, and then inflation turns out to be higher than she expected to be. The real interest rate she earns is what?
I said B.
I said D.
I thought it was either B or D, but I went with B. I don't.
What'd you get, Jake?
I put C, but let me see. Let me think of it. Marta lends money at a fixed interest rate, and inflation turns out to be higher. So if there's higher inflation,
So
okay,
that
yeah,
would mean
it's not C. So the loan definitely would be lower.
the
So I think
value
it's
of
B
the
or D.
loan would be lower. But I don't know what the real interest rate.
Oh.
Well, real interest rate is equal to nominal minus inflation, right?
Yeah. So nominal.
So whatever the nominal is, if you increase or decrease it by an extra amount, then the real interest rate would be lower. So it's D.
Okay.
Right?
I'm not sure.
Me neither.
Well, I mean, just from that equation, right?
Yeah.
So if you increase your inflation rate, then your real interest rate will be lower. So if it's lower,
Wait,
the
no,
MD
we said it
will,
was plus.
what?
Didn't we say it was plus?
Nominal plus inflation equals your real. Oh, you're right.
Wait, hold on.
Isn't it? Yeah.
No, it's subtracting. So my
Okay.
logic from earlier was flawed.
So it is 8 from earlier.
Well,
We'll go back to that one after this, but so 18 is D then, right? Because nominal minus your inflation equals real interest.
but we're talking about the change in inflation though.
What do you mean?
Like, if she thought that it was going to be a certain number, but it's higher, so we're subtracting a higher number, so doesn't that mean it's going to be lower?
Yeah, so the real interest rate's going to be lower.
So, yeah, that would be D.
That's what we said, D.
Oh, I thought you were saying B.
No, D.
Yeah, D.
Yeah. Miscommunication, sorry. No, D, yeah,
No,
because it's going to be lower than expected, and the real value is going to be lower because there's higher inflation.
right. Yes.
Okay. Do you want to go back to that other one right now, or do you want to keep going?
Let's just finish because we have 2 left, right?
Okay, yeah. The inflation tax, what? I put C for it, but you get there.
I put D.
I said D.
I
Because
thought one of those was not.
it said when income taxes and government borrowing isn't enough, then the government will use inflation tax. So I took that to mean it was an alternative, but
Well, the inflation tax is when government prints more money to pay off whatever. So that's like, it says in there that it's for sure it's the revenue created, so the money that they get for printing their own money. But the reason I didn't put D, I don't know about A, but for B it says taxes most those who hold the greatest amount of money, but it would tax everybody.
yeah, it taxes
But-
everybody who holds money, but wouldn't the people who hold the most money pay more?
Right. Like, it would affect someone who has $500,000 in their bank account way more than it would someone that has 500, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I read it wrong then. Okay, so then I think it is D then.
Okay.
So based on the quantity equation, if M equals 100, B equals 3, and Y equals 150, then P equals what?
I said B.
I said C.
I said C too. Because it's MV equals YP, right?
Yeah, so if M times V is 300, then 150 times what equals 300 is 2.
Okay, cool. Let's go with that.
Okay, let's find that one from before. Percentages. So it says if the real interest rate is 8% or 6% and the price level is falling at a rate of 2%, what is the nominal interest rate? So nominal plus inflation is equal to real, right?
Right. So I guess the question is inflation, well, I don't know. Like, can inflation be negative? Or does
Yeah, it can be negative. That would just be deflation. right?
Yeah, but I don't know.
I think it works like just like any other math equation. It can be negative and, so like so you have inflation would be if it's positive and decrease if it was negative, deflator.
We're looking for the real interest rate?
No, we're looking for nominal.
Oh. Okay, that's why I told you wrong. Freak. So the real interest rate equals nominal minus inflation.
Nominal minus inflation.
So the nominal equals real plus inflation. So we got this one right. Wait. Yeah, because we're looking for nominal. So nominal equals the real plus inflation. So nominal equals 6 plus -2, which is 4.
Okay. And what about if we're looking for the real interest rate? What would it be? What's the equation?
If we were looking for the real, it would be real equals nominal minus inflation.
Okay, so then I think we still did that one right.
Yeah. So then what about the other one that we just did?
Yeah, no, that number 18, Marta lends money, we still did it right. Because it says the real interest rate is what? It would be lower because it's nominal minus.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and submit it since I think Ivy did it last week. So.
Okay.
All right.